Hi, it's Rosalie here. I want to talk about something I'm playing with as far as working with attachment trauma. I'm going to confess I'm feeling a little vulnerable, probably more than a little vulnerable. I'm feeling vulnerable because this is like a new idea, uh, something that just showed up for me yesterday. So I'm not sure how well it works or for sure, even if it works. Okay, I haven't really said anything yet, have I? Hi. Hi, welcome. I'm so sorry. I'm so caught up in my own discomfort that I'm right not recognizing the fact that you're here listening to me and you're looking for some kind of reception and something that you can bounce off again and feel okay about. So, hi, welcome. Thanks for showing up for this video. And I invite you to just take some moments just to notice that you have a body. Notice that you're breathing. Uh, Maybe notice time and space, sort of notice the physical space that you're in, and notice that, at least right now, when I'm recording this, it's 2024. Okay, so I want to play with some hand gestures. And my intention is to find a more efficient way for people with significant attachment trauma to shift the deep patterns of distress and disconnection and freeze that can live in us and can affect everything. So that's what I'm looking for. And this may or may not end up being that. So we're going to see. All right. So here's the first a hand gesture. This one. Away, stay away. Right? It's the relational boundary. I need you to not be in my space. And I invite you to just go ahead and do that. Put up your hands. Feel how it feels. Or you can watch me, see my body, my hands, sort of see how it looks to you like it feels inside of me with this no. Okay, I'm doing this thing where my um I'm recording this on my laptop and it's not a mirror image. It's like my right hand I'm seeing on the left. So I'm responding in this weird way. So I'm just owning that. Some of my movements maybe because I'm not used to the camera being this way, and there's probably a way to switch it, but I'm not going to try right now in the middle of this video. Right. Okay. That's the first posture. The second posture is looks like this. And I think of it as offering or showing something like a little child. Like maybe there's a flower in my hand and I'm saying, "Hey mommy, look, look, I found a flower." Right? So it's like it's this it's requesting, longing, wanting to be seen, sort of like asking to be seen, right? It's not a demand and it doesn't feel at all certain, but like here I am with something, and I would really love for you to see me and to see me accurately. So I invite you to, again, you could try this. You can sort of observe my body, my face, my energy as I'm holding it, just seeing if you can get a sense of this this wanting connection. And I've probably already said this. Ah, um, when we have attachment trauma, I mean, it just affects everything. The the longing for safe connection, the longing to be seen accurately, the longing to get it in my body that I'm okay, that it's actually acceptable for me to be who and how I am and feel the way I'm feeling, even if I feel all falling apart or confused or ashamed or angry or whatever. That need is so fundamental that it never like if that's a thing we didn't get when we were young, it doesn't go away, right? It doesn't go away. We're still longing for that, and we're working around the fact that that need was unmet, and we're working around that longing to be really seen and really held, and we're working around the fact that we're hiding the pain, right? That there's that it's an actual need, and so when we're not seen accurately, it hurts. It's confusing. We feel shame. We feel distress. It's awful. So so we're working around that distress, and mostly a lot hiding it from ourselves, but we can't fully hide it. It shows up. So that's the thing that I'd like to speed recovery from. I'd like to speed the process of people getting from I'm frozen and locked down because I haven't been seen and I know I'm not going to be seen, and there's relational and emotional and physical threats, and it's not safe enough to even really sort of show up and breathe. Okay. So here's what I was playing with just this is just with myself in my bed last night, sort of feeling for what's the way in here. Because I realized that a lot of the trauma work I do with myself and a lot of the trauma work, the sort of interventions I offer my clients, are about they're about sort of recognizing that the things that I'm feeling are from the past. They're recognizing that the stories that come from my feelings are not the truth. They're about sort of having the courage and the willingness to disbelieve those statements that come from the feelings, and to realize that the feelings, even though they feel bad, they're just feelings. It's sort of like this navigating and surviving with more breath and more capacity and more hope, so that we're less disabled by all the stuff, the emotional stuff. But I realized that in those practices and protocols, there really isn't anything that's directly addressing the relational trauma, the relational wounds and needs. And so I'm looking for how can we bring that in? Because I think that our movement through, to find our capacity to be fully alive, I think that that could happen faster the more there's actual connection with this relational piece in the work that we do. So this is what I was trying, and I invite you to try it with me. So first would be to come up with some recurring emotional experience that you have, that shows up and that really gets in your way. And I guess I'm going to pick shame, and I'm going to take some moments here thinking about an experience I had about a week ago where I missed an important meeting, and it really mattered to me. I mean, it was a problem that I missed it, and there was no excuse, and there was no reason. It just spaced out, and I felt so bad and like such a failure. Like what? Like how am I even competent? Because this is pretty straightforward. And so I'm just feeling, remembering, thinking into that experience. Like I'm such an idiot, and the shame that came with that. I think maybe I'm not acceptable. I think maybe this group of people will know that I'm not acceptable because this was really stupid. And so finding the feeling and then finding some kind of posture that that represents that feeling or that holds that feeling. And and with shame, there's like a shrinking, and I can feel the emotional qualities more as I take on the posture. Like I'm not okay. I'm not enough. I'm not safe. I want to be small. Mm, feeling that. Like, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I'm not worthy. So to taking a moment to see if there's some sort of recurring emotion for you and some kind of posture that accompanies that emotion, and moving into that if you'd like to. You're welcome to, of course, to just watch. And then from here, I'm so stupid. From here, moving to the stay away. In my shame, I want to protect my relational field. I want for anyone who might aggravate my shame, anyone who might support me in believing that I am stupid or not worthy. I want them out of my field. Right? I don't want the presence or energy of anyone who's going to be supporting these awful things I'm already feeling. So holding this relational stay away, this relational no, because that's so important, because there's so many people and experiences relationally in our past who have come into our space and let us know by their words or actions that there's something wrong with us, whether that was their intention or not. There's so much of that. There's so much relational experience that's painful in some way. So just feeling this and then bringing it back to the posture of of misery or unpleasantness. It's so stupid and not worth anything. Yeah, yeah. And I invite you to make a noise if there is a noise that can help us to make contact with the places in us that we're working with. Yeah. And from here again, we're going to go back. We're going to go back into the away, away. And then from away, we're going to shift into here I am. Look, I think I have something to show you. I think I have something to offer. And this reaching is the reaching for someone who might be safe, someone who might be able to see us, to hold us. And I believe that this impulse to reach is always there. It might get buried pretty deep, but there's always the longing and the wish that we would be received and seen and held in a loving way. So, so going to here and then back to the away. Don't want anyone in here who's going to make it worse. And then back to the posture. I'm so stupid. Uh, uh, uh. And then we're going to do it again and add another step. So from here to away. And from away to offering. Will you receive me? And from here to arms out. Sort of willing to maybe receive something from the universe, willing to kind of open up. Not sure. It might feel good. It might feel tentative. It might feel uncomfortable. And don't stay here longer than your body and your arms want to. But we're sort of seeing whether we can find just a taste of that. Actually, I'd love to be connected and have the light shining on me and be loved. And then from there back to the okay, might you receive me? And back to away and back to the posture. And then there's one more round that adds one more piece. So starting here, moving to away, moving to will you receive me? Will I be received? Moving to huh? Will I be received? Away. And then the last piece is bringing the hands back to our body with some comfort. So this could be holding my heart. It could be holding my face, stroking my hair. Some contact that's just gentle, loving contact from my hands to my heart, my body, my parts of me that feel bad. And then maybe just letting it go, just sort of holding some neutral space for some breaths. And just notice. Notice if anything has shifted from where you started. And I'm not anticipating huge, quick changes with this, but my hope is that by by making a connection, by making contact between the place that feels so hurt and the place where I want to protect myself from unpleasant relationship and want to open to sweet relationship, that as we connect those two, then things will begin to soften slowly, gradually, at a safe pace. That our body will begin to be willing to try just a bit, to try on safety and connection just a bit more. And I wanted to share one thing that happened. I went through this cycle myself, or something similar to it, last night, maybe 6 times or so, between sort of it's time to sleep and actually sleeping. And one of the times when I came back with the affection, my hands then started like doing this thing, like tapping and touching and just moving in ways that felt, I don't know, felt organic and helpful. And so I invite you to be open to that anywhere in the process, that sometimes our bodies wake up and have something to bring us without our consciously guiding it. And so if that happens, then just an invitation to allow whatever it is that comes from your body. So that's my thing that I'm working on. Away. Will I be received? I'd like to be received. It feels vulnerable and scary, and I still want it. Stay away. I don't want anything that's going to hurt me in here. And opening. Can I open? Does it feel safe enough? A couple times what I tried was at the very beginning, starting in the posture, whatever it was, going straight to here. And mostly doing that, what I felt here was just like, ugh, this doesn't feel good. And I don't want to do this. And why are my arms open? I don't feel good. And so that's something you could also try too, is that to seeing the contrast between this totally doesn't feel good to right here, here, like this inkling of a possibility, like, oh, maybe I just have this sense or feeling that maybe I could be received and maybe the light could be shining on me and maybe I can be okay. Yeah. All right, I think I'm going to stop there. Um, I appreciate you taking the time to sit with me through this video. I hope that the journey of your life with all its ups and downs and attacks and hopefully blessings and sweetness in there as well. I hope that your life is moving in a way that's good for you. Namaste. May you be well.